The word toxic is used a lot more often now, especially in relationships. Maybe a little too much. Even fucking simps are saying they toxic, but they getting dogged by bitches 24/7, so it doesn't even fucking add up. But what people don't consider is friends can be toxic too. It's usually hard to realize who's a toxic friend in your life because they act like they have your best interest, but they only really want to be your friend for their own self-gain. Like, when they don't have any need for you anymore, they're most likely going to drop you altogether until they need something, or betray you in some type of way. They could talk about you to like niggas that don't really fuck with you, but they still act buddy like when they get around you after they doing all that talking shit around like to other niggas. They could talk all that shit, but they still act buddy around you on some fake shit. Like, imagine you got close with that person, like you actually trust them, and now they're able to tell everybody your business because they got close to you, you got close to them, you told them things that you specifically told them not to tell anybody else, but they still went on and did it. One way you can figure out who's a toxic friend in your life is just get in an argument with them in public. Trust me. Like, go back and forth with them, and it could be like, it wouldn't even be that deep. Just imagine, like, you could be in an argument and the nigga toxic friend would be like, that's why your dad died in a fucking forest fire. Now everybody know your pops was getting cooked in the forest like some fucking marshmallows in a campfire, and all you said about that nigga was his forehead was big as shit. Like, he didn't even have to go that deep. Like, he really just brought out the most sensitive shit to you.
Why are you crying?
And all you said was some little ass, like, you was just basically just cooking on the nigga. He just brought up some shit that you didn't want out to the public. Now everybody knows. But I think they do this to like raise their ego, you know? And their ego means a lot to them. Like, a lot to these niggas. And to do this, they'll do this by any means necessary. Like, putting you down and make themselves feel like they're above you. But in reality, they're no better than you. And in most cases, they wish they were you. But they can do this in a whole different bunch of ways. Like, discrediting you or saying some shit that makes them seem like they could do whatever you're doing but better. And make it seem like it's easy, even but though they never fucking did it in their life. Like, they never even tried it. Like, imagine you achieved your dream. You worked hard as fuck to get to where you at. Day in and day out, you work to reach this goal, and this nigga says, I could have done that, and I could have done it if I wanted to. It's not that hard. It's dumb as hell. That's why nobody even does that. It wouldn't be that bold though, cause if any normal fucking human being heard them say that, they would probably have to go one-on-one, no items, Fox only, final destination, my nigga. But the point is, they discredit you for what you did and act like it was a cakewalk for what you did, even though you worked your ass off to get where you are, putting in time and effort in whatever you did just to get shit on a nigga who you consider your friend, probably just so they can make some other people who like don't even fuck with them laugh, and just maybe they'd fucking accept them for his fake ass persona he's trying to play. Speaking of a toxic friend's ego, they probably gonna make everything about themselves. Like, this nigga really got main character syndrome, and a lot of people in this generation have it, not just toxic friends. But I'm not gonna get into that right now. That's a video of its own. Like, you could tell a nigga about your relationship, like the problems you're going through and everything, right? And this nigga would be like, that happened to me in my last relationship. But anyway, I just got head from a fat bitch down the street, so here's what happened. And just like that, the combos changed, and the other person's shifting your problems to the side and making whatever happened to them the topic. I think the reason they do all this is because they low-key trying to compete with you. I don't know if it's to like assert dominance or whatever, but it may be because they want to show you they're better than you. Like, let's say you buy some white forces, like some regular white forces. You might not be showing it off. You're just glad you got some new shoes. But in that toxic friend's mind, he's taking that shit as a challenge, like a fucking challenge. He's gonna be probably foaming from the fucking mouth and might accidentally step on your shoe once. You know, if a nigga did that to me, I have a transformation like through my fucking forces. We're just gonna say my white forces will have like a darker tone when I transform. You know, I go from basic nigga from the burbs to hood nigga from Chicago, Chief Keef in his prime type shit. But he takes that shit as a challenge, and he doesn't just buy the white forces. Just wait, my nigga, just wait. He buys the white forces with a fucking Supreme logo. Oh my god, bro. Nigga probably spent an extra $100 on a tiny Supreme box logo just to up his fucking ego. Like, I'll usually hype up niggas that like fuck with me. I'll usually hype them up to get some like expensive shit. But if they just straight like shitting on you for no apparent reason, just for no reason, that nigga just flashing that bitch in your face, probably just putting the fucking Supreme logo straight in your eyes so he knows you see that shit. That ain't your friend. I'm telling you, bro, that's not your fucking friend. And he most likely gonna act like he ain't doing it on purpose. Maybe act like you copy him. I don't know. Niggas is just that delusional, like, I swear. And there's a whole lot more things a toxic friend can do. But one thing that they tend to do the most is try to make decisions in your life. Like, advice is one thing, but trying to take control of your life is another. Because the closer they get to you, the easier they can cross you. Like, you won't benefit from it at all. And it's literally just to set you up for failure. Like, they'll know more about you, and they'll know more things they can use to use you. But what would I say if you had a toxic friend?
Drop that motherfucker.
I know it's a lot harder than it seems. Depending on how close you are, it's gonna be a lot harder. But you gotta let them go for it. Like, anybody who feels like they quote unquote friend is disrespecting them constantly, they shouldn't be in your life. Like, real friends will be real with you and tell you shit that you don't want to hear. But that's because they care about you. Toxic friends do it constantly because they're jealous of you. And if it makes you feel like anything less than what you should as a human being, it's because they're jealous of you and they wish they were you. Simple. Definition of a hating ass nigga, bro. Like, go get some fucking bitches or something. Like, fuck is you doing messing up what could have been a good friendship? Like, maybe it could have been a good friendship if you wasn't a fucking asshole. I think it's fucking dumb to me, but I think I made my point. So I'm gonna end it off here. I'm gonna catch you on the next